Happy 4th of July weekend, everyone. I just picked up the CTS Wagon from the Cadillac collision department. I've had a rental car now for nearly 2 weeks, and come to find out, since about a year and a half ago, I was in the middle of a 4-car pileup, and as a result, Cadillac had to repair both of my bumpers back then. And so when they looked into repairing my bumper this go round, the front bumper, they had discovered that at this point it was beyond repair. They needed to go ahead and order a whole new bumper. So as a result, they had my car a little bit longer, and I've been driving the GMC Yukon around longer than I had originally anticipated. So just picked up the car. It's a beautiful 4th of July weekend, and at the same time had a couple of things done. 4 brand new tires, an oil change, and had to go ahead and get the vehicle inspected to renew my registration. And I have to say, it's great being back in the CTS again. The Yukon was nice driving around, and it's definitely got me looking at SUVs and crossovers with tow capacity. But being back in the CTS, it's just a fantastic car. I absolutely love it. Again, this is my 3rd Cadillac CTS. I've had 2 CTS sedans. This is my first sport wagon. I love vehicles that are just a little bit different, and I've always loved the new arts and science philosophy that Cadillac has had with the very angular design approach, and their vehicles just stand out. They're different. European vehicles tend to be a little more curvaceous, and the Cadillac design is more angular, which very much appeals to me. It kind of has that jet plane kind of look. And the CTS wagon, you don't see them on the road, and I absolutely love the tall Cadillac tail lights on the back. It's got great cargo capacity. I think it's just over about 60 cubic feet. Might actually be 65 cubic feet total cargo capacity in the back, with the back seats down, which is great. Power lift gate, which I love. So this was kind of my next step from the sedan to an SUV. It's right in between, and it's just been a great car. So it drives like new again with brand new tires, and absolutely loving being back in it again. While I was checking out at the dealership and paying for everything, I was able to remote start through the Cadillac app. And again, absolutely love the fact that I can remote start and that the car will cool down. Now, I've looked at a lot of the competition. The Mercedes GLE 450 AMG Coupe is a great looking kind of crossover SUV that actually surprisingly has a tow capacity upwards of about 7,000 pounds, which rivals a Cadillac Escalade that I've looked at. So again, if you guys have seen some of my other vlogs, you'll know that I've been doing a little research, just seeing what vehicles are out there that interest me, that have tow capacity, in case I were to ever switch it up a little bit and sell the Airstream Interstate and go for an Airstream travel trailer. I'd like to be able to tow something. And again, I like vehicles that are different. They stand out. You don't see them a lot. And the Mercedes GLE 450 AMG Coupe is definitely one of those. Good looking car. And for a little bit more, an Escalade Platinum, a used Escalade Platinum, you can get fully loaded. And I think what really interests me in the Escalade Platinum, I'm a tech guy, so I appreciate a lot of the technology that Cadillac has incorporated into their vehicles, a lot of the safety features that I had in my rental GMC Yukon for the past couple of weeks. GMC's rolled out across their line, a lot of their SUVs, blind monitoring and the front collision avoidance and all that good stuff, the vibrating seats. The Escalade has a few more safety features, the 360 cameras. I think something that I definitely like about the Escalade Platinum, since I get a little fidgety in my seat, and I mentioned this before, is the fact that they've got the heated, ventilated, and massaging seats. So I'm keeping my eye out on used Escalade Platinums. Also, you know, I'm watching now some Range Rovers. Again, just some different vehicles. The Range Rover, they're sexy, and I've always loved the aesthetic of the Range Rover. As far as reliability, it scares me. Absolutely. So I kind of find myself in my comfort zone of the GM Cadillac realm. However, now that I have the Airstream Interstate, which is on a Mercedes Sprinter chassis, I've got an appreciation for the Mercedes Sprinter chassis, but I've also had a smart car, which is built by Mercedes, and you know, they were great. It was a great little car, but Mercedes, in my opinion, tend to be very engineered or over-engineered vehicles. So I have no idea, maintenance-wise. I tend to not keep a car long enough to need a lot of maintenance. Usually regular oil and tires is about all that my vehicles really require, and I've been fortunate enough that everything's always been under warranty and nothing major has ever occurred. But yeah, I'm definitely a little unsure as to the maintenance cost of a Mercedes, or even the reliability of some newer year Range Rover, say a 2015, 2016 used. But I'll keep monitoring some of the different used availability in the marketplace, and who knows, we'll see. In the meantime, the CTS, glad to be back in it again. Just a fantastic car. So you can see they did a pretty good job on the bumper. And the new tires. I have about 72,000 miles on this car, so we were due for some new tires, and they cleaned it up pretty good. Now, one thing that I had originally, and you can kind of see down below, there's some chrome trim that I added there. Here on the fins, there is no chrome trim that I had on the old grille, and that's an aftermarket feature that I had added. So I'll have to repurchase that. They're unable to take it off of the old grille since it is attached with a double-sided tape. So let's actually get into the trunk. And I thought it was cool because they left the old grill for me, which actually was not damaged. But you can see here the chrome aftermarket trim. There's no way to really pry this off with the 3M double-sided tape. So here, and actually looks like they broke that and taken it off. Now here's a piece of chrome that I had added on the bottom, so actually might have to order a new piece of that. Let's go take a look. I thought I saw a new chrome piece on the bottom. Oh, guess not. It's just looks fresh from the paint. Alright, so I'll have to order some additional chrome for the back, or for the grill. But overall, it looks pretty good.